I'm only going to do this once so I don't get in trouble, but I want to share because it's a book worth working with. Year Without Fear by Thomas Keeves. I already mentioned it in other videos that I don't know if I'm actually going to post because this is all like a weird personal art project thing, but like whatever. Here we are on 420. Hello. Here's the bookmark that I use. I typed on it. April 20th. You always, can you even see this? It doesn't matter. You always have the chance to choose again. At any minute, you can get back on track. The past doesn't matter. The moment you show up again, ready to make things right as of now, leave behind your ghosts. Bring your spirit. It doesn't matter how many times you stray. It matters how many times you return. Today, I choose again. I'm back on track as of now. Go buy her book. Give her your money. Now I'm going to do actual something. Okay. So what is the choice? Seven of Wands with the Knight of Wands. You jump again, but what are you doing? What do you feel? We have Justice with the Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, the other two. With Justice, you have clarity on the difference between the trap and the swords that are being held. So with these three swords, you can step from the cage, return to your emotional sensibility, the choice, and better clarity with shadow. Oh, that feeling, yeah. How much of your choice might be influenced by that, and how much rest or like breathing time do you need to give yourself in order to be aware of how that would affect your choice. We have the Star here. Oh look, Ten of Cups and the Hangman. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the King of Cups pile. What's here? Emperor, the Magician, Ace of Wands. What is that? The Hierophant. What is the way? What is the right way? What is the purposeful way? What is the way that is actually correct for the purpose of being? Like, why live otherwise if not to live the timeline that I am meant to live in the, like, by the purpose of it, that's like that matters, you know, that kind of stuff. But that also, that speaks from the shadow. There's a lot of echoes that have the truth to those kinds of questions. How about you choose to be happy? Choose to ensure that emotionally you feel safe enough to let your light rest its natural shine. Should I flip this upside down? Doink. This is better. Does that make more sense? Yeah. Okay. I would call that a reading. I'm kind of curious to look into these, so I'm going to do that. It's a lot of cards. So I'm going to split in two halves. Do it. We'll work with both. Okay. Wassail. Hello cards. Hello cards. Hello moon. Gathering mankind or man oneself. This form, this corporeal, what is what's the word that's a combination or in between of an equation and a solution? And I'm thinking also like a chemical solution kind of use of solution. This life form that we are, corporeal, mobile. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay. That's good to know. What are these showing up? Got Void Seed. I'll read this one. Is that even? Yeah. Before all, the veiled void strains its velvet fanfare. Let me start over. I can't talk. Before all, the veiled void strains its velvet fanfare of silence. Breathing, shimmering, glimmering dust emerges, swarming and forming, fated to become something new. Life must be the physical screams to exist. Potential without, from within, all and everything. Void Seed. We also have Condal, Cosmic Doubt, this ulcer burns? Does it scourge? Let's read this one too. No, let's not. We have night, shadows, nutrients. In the shadow, but also nutrients. In the soil, in this void. Okay. This is like context. We have the gathering. This returning hell. This storm. Is it a storm? We have the helm of awe, the wheel shield, this ancestral protection, as well as the south node. Don't let your past hold you back. Ancestral protection. In which way? Now I'm wondering. All the ways, I suppose, whichever is relevant. I think every ancestral bloodline has its own story and context and culture. That's part of why life is so valuable in its culture, not in its usefulness to currency cults. Here is weathering the storm. In the scent of it, there's this journey by earthly power through the storm, leaf unfurling from the tail. It's coming to mind how Goku had to run like along the dragon's back for forever long to get to reach the dragon's head, where he had to meet that one guy. And then at least the part we're running from the tail is purposeful direction, more towards the head of the dragon. We have the head of the ram starting to take action. The head of the ram, fiery climax approaches. Here we have balance of the rams, a win-win outcome in forecast. All this Aries business, the gathering, the breakout for humanity, for humanity's sake. Work with and through your fears. Alchemize. Emotions are running high. If we don't alchemize, it will be our demise. Step out of your comfort zone. It's worth it. Take time to breathe out. You're still human. New romantic cycle with a future of renaissance. Look at the bigger picture. A gathering. Shit. That was loud. It's too early for that. I'm sorry. Okay, I would call that the message. didn't mean to wake everybody up, but, it's kind of beyond time. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, past tense, episode 10 and 11 of season 2 or 3, I think. Watch them. We're at that part. That was set in September of 2024. Sanctuary districts. Oh, things they got right. And you know what? It's sad how stuck we are, brainwashed by the colonized, the pioneer, manifest destiny. God gave us this land, so he gave us reason to just be freaking horrible and destructive and murderous and just retribution. Land back. The end of borders as a means for control. Instead, borders in a unified humanity would only really need to be as relevant as the cultures and the subcultures. And by that, the borders, instead of being built as walls, it'll be more like a gradient, a cultural gradient, if you can visualize the art from one place shifting in another place, and the similarities in between rural areas and city areas, things like that. And greater cultural shifts. Again, a culture-based planet. That is self-aware and is not just perpetuating a trauma tantrum of destroy the world because we suck, which the Earth is currently doing. Can you see these cards? Let me read off what we got again, because I guess we're back in it. Towards the future, a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. A new start is coming, sunstead, solstice, rarefied. Luck is on your side in the fluctuations. Ash, your personal Yggdrasil. Don't let pride get in your way. Leaf unfurl. As we unfurl, we have to. Don't let pride get in your way. That is how we are going to allow ourselves to unfurl from being stuck in the mortar of the past. Thank you, Liffruma, for your knowledge, your wisdom, and your excellent imagery and poetry. Now I'm done. Thanks for being here. I guess this is Aries Astray Storm Piece. Like and subscribe if you would please. So maybe this can actually be a thing or whatever. I'm gonna keep doing it anyway, so whatever.